So here we have our Uganda Rwenzori. This is a single origin from Uganda, and this particular sauce comes from the right hand side of the Rift Valley in Uganda. This is a natural processed coffee, and probably the most exciting coffee that we have on the entire menu. So a natural processed coffee literally means it's been picked off the tree, left on a raised bed of some kind, and then dried out in the sun. I'm going to give you an idea of what this tastes like on camera, but I can't describe smell. You can smell this from where I'm sat right here, and it's like Funky Town. It's so fruity, so funky. It's almost got like a smell of strawberry jam. It's probably the best description I could probably give it as aroma goes. But let's see what it tastes like. So I've got three. I've got espresso, flat white, and a cafetiere. We'll give them a go and try and explain what it tastes like. So espresso. Yeah, so that fermentation process that it goes through when you process coffee, you can smell it straight away. It's really strong, and it smells almost like I say that citrusy, fruity, really good example of a natural processed coffee. So let's try that. Wow. So this is a light roast, very light roast. And to say it's a light roast, it has a lot of like meaty body taste to it. Normally you don't necessarily get that with a light roast. You generally find the lighter the roast goes, the less body they tend to have. But this doesn't. Very meaty. It's got a lovely citrusy acidity to it that you would experience in something like Freight that we do. But this is a much more intense animal, and it's really, really fruity. Like even on the taste, and it's left me with almost like a grapefruit taste in my mouth. Delicious. As an espresso, I think that's a great example of African natural processed coffees. Let's see what it tastes like in a flat white. So this has obviously been cut with milk. So I can tell that that's a naturally processed coffee, but that's kind of it. You can definitely taste it's a fruity coffee, but it hasn't got a lot of backbone. It's definitely stronger than some of the lighter roasts that we do, but it doesn't. I would say doesn't have the best backbone for a milk-based drink. I think if it was something as short as this, you'd be okay. But I think something like a latte, I wouldn't recommend it for that, because the bit that makes this special, I'm starting to lose that in the milk, if that makes sense. So not bad, but could be better. Let's try the last one. So this is our cafetiere. Wow. So that is like fruit bomb. Absolutely amazing. To me, tasting these two, this is exactly what it's meant for. Either just basically as it comes, black coffee. If you want something that's delicious, juicy, fruity, a little bit of like grapefruit acidity, this is exactly what I would recommend. This is one of the best coffees that we have on our roster if you're after this kind of taste. Really is complex, and as far as quality goes, it doesn't get much better. And I'm very fortunate that we've got this in the roastery. Like I said, it's a light roast from Uganda, and I'm very fortunate that I got to go and see this in 2019. This is one of the most amazing origin trips I think anyone could ever take. The country was incredible. The way that the farmers looked after their origin was incredible. And the greatest part about it, this is every kilo that we buy of this as a green seed, 40p of that goes back to the origin to build schools in that local area. I couldn't think of a better reason to source coffee, and the fact that we get to work with a direct trade relationship and it offers that much for that, not just for us as a great product, but the farmers as well. To me, that's a fantastic reason to why to drink this. On top of the fact, it's one of the tastiest coffees that we've got. Really is beautiful. And you can see from the colour, it's got a lovely light flavour to it. I really would recommend this highly, but not for something that I would recommend for someone that wants like a latte or a flat white. The last thing I would probably like to mention would be, we're not the only people that like this. We also got a Great Taste Award for this. And when we put this in, we got a 1-star for it. Again, 12,000 people entered this in the year that we entered our coffee. and we're one of the very few that got a 1-star rating for our coffees. So it's not just us that thinks it's good. So do Great Taste Awards. So I recommend trying this very much.